Good morning, folks. This is Doug from at Tramp Traveler. That's a YouTube channel, at Tramp Traveler. And this morning's video is just gonna be a short one. It's about an 8-camera security and rear view system that I have. I've actually got two 4-camera security systems, using one for interior and exterior security with a recorder, and the other one is 4 cameras for rear views, and I'll talk about them a little later here. But first I want to show you where my front camera is as I'm getting up into the shuttle bus. Let me turn the camera around here and be back with you in a second. Okay, this is my front monitor that I may or may not be using. You can see I've got it mounted up there with just a wooden frame. The mounts to the back of that TV monitor are not very trustworthy, so I may not use that. I might do a different type of hanger for it. I don't know. I got some ideas here, but we'll see. I'll talk more about this in a few minutes. Okay, now we're up inside the shuttle bus. I'm looking towards the rear of the bus from about midway in between the two kitchen counters, and this is my other screen for interior and exterior security. And the top left screen up there, top left picture, is a rear view from a camera that's outside below the rear window, and that's to be able to watch my two-wheel trailer, which is going to have my mud borer on the back of it. Mud borer is for scouting trails. There'll be two toolboxes on there, and I'll want to be watching that when I'm parked camping, especially at night. So I'll be able to watch all these cameras at night. So now, lost my camera for some stupid reason. Anyway, I can rotate this way towards the rear or towards the front. And then when I'm traveling, I'll just store it either towards the front or turn it around to the back and store it there with a bungee cord or something. Okay, down below the top left, to be the top or the bottom left, is the view of the driver's side of the shuttle bus from midway on the shuttle bus towards the driver's door. That way, if someone is beating away on that door, they're trying to get my attention, I'll be able to see who it is. Then to the right of that is, you see me. Hi. That's a camera that's mounted above the bed, up high above the rear window. You can actually see it right up there. Right there. And that's for interior security. I can leave this going, when I'm in a store or something like that. I'll be able to watch my dog, or I'll be able to see and record if someone gets inside of my shuttle bus. And you notice that around that, it's not recognizing my face right now because I had my camera in front of my face, but you can see when I get the camera out of my face, you can see the red flashing line around the outside. That's facial recognition. If I turn my head, it still sees that. So if someone's standing sideways, it tells me that that's the one that I need to be looking at because someone's in my area of security. The blank one up top there yet is for a 4th camera, which will be midway on the passenger side looking forward towards the shuttle bus doors for where the passenger entry is. Now let me show you where these cameras are here. The one on the driver's side, and this is just temporarily wired, goes through the window frame. And it's just outside of that window. I can't show you where it is, but you can see daylight through there. I've got to run some caulk into there to seal up where that electrical cord comes in. And these are all just temporarily hooked up right now. Same with this rear one, just temporarily wired up, plugged into 12 volt. And the one going outside, you can't see that because it's behind the bed there. Had to stop and think for a minute. Man, mind's going. Anyway, the top right corner is the one that's going to be looking towards the passenger side door, towards the front. And that is going to go through right on it here. Going to go through this window frame. Where's my finger here? Right up there. Just like on the other side. I can't go anywhere else because above the window and in between the windows is the bus frame, and that is high carbon steel. You can't drill through it. When you're drilling through it, the drill bit is just going snap, 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 snap. And to run a self-tapping bolt into it or a sheet metal screw, nah, they just snap right off. It's just really hard metal, which I'm thankful for, but I had to find a place where I could go through, and the only thing I can do is go through that frame there. Yeah, that's okay. It's not affecting anything. It won't be leaking by the time I get things caulked up. But anyway, get you back down here looking at me again. Got my new glasses. I've had cataract surgery done to my eyes, and so my prescription changed. And I kind of like this old style. It's like the first glasses I ever had when I was a kid. Anyway, that up above me there, you can see way up in the front above the driver's seat, is that other monitor. I may or may not use that. That's an old 13-inch monitor. And I've got a newer one that's is bigger. It's as big as this one. And it's a newer version, got a better hanger on it, or bigger mounts on the back. I might use that up there. I was going to have a third camera, or third monitor, TV, right up there, attached to the left of those handicap doors. Attached to that orange pole there, the yellow pole, and hung between the pole and the doors, so that when I'm sitting in my recliner, which should be across from the handicap doors, that was going to be my TV with a DVD player in it and hooking up to an antenna. And it wasn't going to be a smart TV, although someday I could put in a smart TV. But I think rather than hanging one up there, I think this one here might be adequate for all of that, because I can put a DVD player right up there in that little shelf, or mount it right above the SATA hard drive to be able to play Blu-ray videos or regular videos on DVDs, because a lot of travelers, they'll still use and swap out DVDs when you're where you got no signal, can't get any YouTube or any TV or anything like that. And I've already got a Blu-ray player. It's small, runs on 12 volt, and so I could hook that right up to this too. I've got an extra HDMI plug on the back of this TV monitor that I could plug that into, and this rotates enough forward or towards where the recliner is, that I'll be able to watch that from there. And it's only maybe 9-10 feet away. That's not bad. Anyway, that's my quick update to this system. You can see all the wires hanging back there. Those got to be neatened up and everything, but everything is just kind of a temporary until I got everything functioning. I still got to get up there and mount that other. You can see that red is blinking around my face again on that interior camera. But anyway, first thing I got to do is bore a hole through there so that I can go outside and shove the power cord through it. It's show you here. This is actually one of the cameras. That's a 12 volt plug on that. And then there's three holes there to mount it with. It's got its own little antenna. And that's camera number 2, because 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted them kind of in a symmetrical pattern so that it's easy to remember what I'm looking at. Anyway, these cameras are all 12 volt, so I'll be running 12 volt to all those instead of all these cords hanging everywhere. The TV monitor, that's 120 volts, so I'll have to have 120 volt to that, but I got gobs and gobs of power. And I've been playing around with my solar some, because I'm not really using solar to charge my batteries, and I'm not really using my batteries for anything because I got shore power coming from my house, which plugs in and powers up everything. And right now you can see I got, what was that, 13.7 volts in the batteries. So they're basically all the way charged up. And that's because there's my solar charge controller up there. And then on the left side, you see the red and black coming down with the SAE plug. I've been running that out through the window, and I just got a solar panel sitting out there on the ground down there facing the south. And that's been charging just beautiful down there. I've been getting up to 100 watts on that when it's in full sun. So I just been playing around with that to have that charge batteries just to make sure everything works good. You see the 4 bars on the panel up top there. That's showing the battery is full charged. That's because I've got the big inverter, this big inverter down here, 2,000 watt inverter turned on. You still see a little green light. That's turned on to power up the monitor. That's all I'm powering up really. But the 12 volts all coming from the battery system through other beans, coming up through everything else here. So anyway, I'm really happy with what's been happening. I want to finish up this interior security. And, you know, there wasn't really any reason why I needed to do this one first, except for this looked like it'd be fun. Now I got to get that done, and then I'm going to move on towards doing the backup camera system. And I got to look over the different TVs that I've got for doing that to see which one I really want to use. I kind of like to use the one I've got up there because then I've got a spare in case I need it that's a modern. And for that, turning dark down there, I don't know why. Excuse me. But I've got another 4 camera system that I'm going to be putting onto that. And that just goes on to a VGA plug onto that. And that's a 12 volt monitor or 110. There we go. There's some brightness. Anyway, I've got another 4 cameras for that. 2 will be facing the rear, one on each side right there midway, right where the other 2 cameras are. But these will be facing towards the rear for when I'm backing up. I'll be able to see what my trailer's doing as it's swinging. And then one will be a totally rear view mirror, which when I'm driving, I'll have that on full screen. And then the 4th one, 4th camera, it'll be mounted to my generator box, which is on the back of the bus here on one of these. It's a basket that's mounted onto a hitch. That's gonna be looking right down directly down towards the hitch ball, so that as I'm backing up to the trailer, hook it up, I'll be able to see that and guide myself in. And I've got other cameras I can use if I want to. But right now, those are the main 8 cameras that I want to have working. 4 for security and 4 for backing up and rear view. So anyway, that's a short, not so short update on the camera system. I'll give you more of it as I get it. But right now, I'm just going to end this video. Been doing a lot of yard work and stuff. So I've been busy this week, cutting up limbs and hauling them off and mowing. I just refurbished my Husqvarna mower I've had for 6 years. I mean, really, renovated it. I put in all new deck spindles and pulleys and belts and drive belts or drive belt, the drive pulleys for the hydrostatic system, oil change, oil filter, air filter, greasing up the front end, greasing up the spindles. Just a total workover on that baby so that it's in best shape she can be. Anyway, and I've just totally mowed the lawn a second time, so finished that up today. Anyway, we'll catch you later in the next video here. Hope you enjoyed this. I'd like you to subscribe, like, and comment. Maybe share this video with somebody else that might be interested in a shuttle bus camper. And we'll catch you later.